Good evening, I'm Angelos. Today we'll have a special analysis, an analysis with English language, not my normally Greek. I'm finding this way in order to learn English more specifically because now I was examining for TOEIC exam in proficiency, and there are possibilities to hand it to me, and I have a 10th diplomat, and I would rather do a full English analysis with no Greek. And we are in a specifically place. We are here in the saloon, and let's begin. Today we will talk about how it is to be autistic and having paranoid delusions and other complications. But let's start. For me, I think that it's especially hard to have a disability in case with other ones, autism and specifically Asperger's syndrome. That is a syndrome I have from the age of 2. I think it's something completely different from everything around you, and I think I was sent by God here with this ability. Uh, it's not easy, not only for me, even from my parents and my people around me who know me personally. It's not easy because you heard that you have something completely different, you are a different person from that is common, and you can understand how it works, that difference between humans. I like my difference. I like to be different from all kind of humans. And to have Asperger, yeah, it has some bad parts and good parts. Good parts is far more than bad parts, and that not makes my life very difficult. Yeah, every day I encounter some difficulty with my behavior, with my thoughts, with my ideas, from my delusions every day. But I'm trying to fight it. I'm trying to fight it. You need to find the source from the difficulty and to battle it hard in order to outperform him, because you know the difficulty, you know that you have something completely different, and you must find a way out of it. But the most seriously difficult in my case of autism is the social working. It's hard for me to be on a group, even though with my parents it's hard sometimes to be all together. I have some strange feelings, strange phobias to be with them out. I always get frightened when we closing and we are all here. Even though with friends, with my family's friends, I would rather to prefer to stay alone, but alone doesn't work so well. Okay, for some point of life, yeah, you must pass it alone, but not on in your life. You must be with other humans in order to have social working skills and to speak, to understand, to communicate. In autism cases, it's really hard to communicate with others, and it's extremely hard to understand others and others understand you. Okay, you have some problems, some strange problems, some strange difficulties no one has imagined for, and I believe that that is the reason that even my parents understand my feelings, my thoughts, my illusions, and my difficulties sometimes. For example, the difficulty with the paranoid illusions, or the problem with strong light or strange sound, they are hard to understand this because something that we cannot see it very common, and you need to have a little bit experience in order to understand this more carefully. If the point that they have not experience in this kind, even I have a brother, a bigger brother with the same problem with me, they will have an experience before I was born. It will be easy, more easy, to have an autistic brother bigger than me in age, and my parents will have an experience with him, and they will be better with me. I am not angry with them because they are not understand me clearly. In case I'm happy they can understand me in some way, not 100%, but in some way. And I am happy that in some points, not in all, I can understand them. But in the outer world, it's not easy to have me in a group because I have completely different mind about them. Warning: autism is not a single thought. Autism is a single mind, a single human. Autism have effects to a human differently from others, but in all, you are a different human. Warning: it doesn't mean that I am not human. Clearly, I'm human. I feel human. I don't feel a monster or an alien. Some autistic people feel like aliens or monsters because they have such kind of problems that it makes them have an feeling that the other world sees them as monsters and not as humans. That is a racistic belief. In today's world, as we have in many cases, there is a large problem with racism in all kind. Even if you are black, white, yellow, big ears, big nose, or people with some difficulties inside them. See autism, schizophrenia, psychosis, bipolar, depression. In case depression is something that all encounters all the people in some phase. They lured into a depression phase, even something that they can afford this after fight. Sometimes is without a job, without a partner, you will get to depression. It's a condition that affects people differently, but no kind with autism. Depression, you will have it for 3 or 4 years, and autism in your whole life. I feel that autism is perhaps the greatest from all other mental disorders because it's characterized a mental disorder. But why for me it's so special? But I can finish it. I think that autism problem it's quite a large. For me, it is hard. Occasionally in my school, I suffer for bullying and racism because I am autistic and I'm doing some kind of things that are not normal and they are symptoms from autism. They don't see me as human, as I told before. They see me as a monster, as a dump, as a nerd, because I'm reading for natural disasters, space. Years before, in first class, they would rather see me as a not nerd, χάσος πασίκλας. Because I was reading very much about the space, rather about playing with other kids. Even the years passed, and they cannot understand this about now. I have told them openly in the class that I have this problem. They are seemingly hear me and some kind understand me, but not in all. Even the years passed and they have still clear of me. They are standing away and I can't go near them. They will exclude me from the group immediately. Or even a single good morning. They are saying inside them that, oh, Angelos again. Oh, there will be not our balls again. I cannot understand why they think like that. I am not a monster externally, not insidely. In every case, they don't know about my other problems with paranoia and psychosis. And anyway, they stand clear of me ahead of the day. And I think in another, some kind of different person. Because there is a problem with autism. Autism and clearly mental disorders, not like bipolar and depression, most commonly in that point that affects your mind and not your personality, because depression and bipolar or borderline or schizoid is some kind of personality disorder. Schizophrenia, psychosis, and autism is a clearly mental disorder and not a personality disorder. I think that is the way that people think today in the outer world. And they think that to be autistic or to be schizophrenic or to be psychotic is something completely different. I am not feeling like that. I never felt it. I am feeling different. A study from 2015 here in Greece, it seems like 250 is autistic in a country. For example, in here Athens, me in 215 people here in my area is autistic. What I mean, I am 1 in 250, and that is the difference. That makes it difference. I am feeling that I am the most different person, perhaps here in Athens, here in my area. Okay, you will say that there are others autistic, like you, and you are one of them. Yeah, I am one of them. I am feeling one of them. I am still going to normal school, not some kind of special school for disabled children, because I didn't have that difficulty to not be able to watch my studies in a normal school. Now, living with autism is not very easy. It has many complications, many serious troubles sometimes, because your thoughts are in your mind and you got confused of your own thoughts. To be clear, autism is a way that your mind is going to be some kind of confused and not have the correct feelings. That is the delusions. But be careful. What is a delusion? Delusion is a false belief that someone could have about something in his life. Often delusions are appearing in people with autism, paranoia, and schizophrenia. Often paranoid schizophrenia. There are paranoid delusions. There are false beliefs, not real beliefs. For example, my delusions. I see my sister talking in the phone with a boy, and in my mind, he said that it's again talking, it will smoke, it will do bad things, and I got confused. I can't get to a point. I can understand if it's good, it's bad. When I am asking my mother, she says that it's good. It's teenager. I understand this in such a way, but I'm not null. In some part of my different mind, there is a point to talk me that about the difference. Often in delusions, they have some part of the delusion to be right, yeah, from it's making sense in some way, but not in all. It's a belief that is not make his way through everyone. You are the only one to believe that is true and it is right. Same part as hallucinations. My hallucinations are strange, very strange. In bath, I have a bath hallucination, I have a night hallucination in every day, commonly. My psychiatrist says that it's some kind of psychosis or paranoia, commonly paranoid schizophrenia, psychosis. But my guys, I'm feeling different, and you must know it. Autism is different, not something that you have to be cursed for. Anyway, bye bye.